Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HRD 631, The Adult Learner. Today is February 10th, and it's sunny, nice and warm outside. Hope everybody has a chance to get outside before you sit down and do your either get caught up on the materials for this week or start on week 5 material. So I hope things are going well in the course, and any questions, you need any help, please reach out to me. So I'm going to get right to the weekly materials. We're in week number 5, and week number 5 has to be one of my absolute favorites in this particular course. And I'll come down here. You can see the week 5 materials. I'm going to make it available as we speak. And come over here, I click the box, and so here's last year's video. When you get this video, you will receive notification saying that everything is updated. So I'm gonna, for right now, just shut that off again so people don't come in and, whoop, there we go. And then look at the old video. But take a look at the video, gives you an overview, framework of this week. So really, we're getting into the ideas of andragogy, or andragogy, as some people say. It's really the art and the science of teaching adults compared to pedagogy, which is the art and science of teaching children. Now, as you'll find out with the readings for this week, there's some discrepancy and there's some really disagreement as far as what is adult learning, what is andragogy, and some think it's just really a set of assumptions about how adults learn. And I will hold my opinions to myself until after this week, but I'll leave that up to you. The discussion forums gets at some of these issues. But either way, this week we'll take a look at various adult learning theories, models, and frameworks, including Malcolm Knowles' works on andragogy, McCloskey's theory of margin, which seems to be, from many times teaching this class, is really an interesting topic in a theory that speaks to a lot of people. And it really has to do with how adults deal with all of the pressures and demands and what kind of help they have, and kind of what does that leave the person as far as a margin, meaning can they cope with life or learning or being an adult, or are they having difficulty doing that? You also take a look at Jarvis's model on the adult learning process, which you'll start seeing there's similarities between a lot of these. Another one of the objectives and learning objectives for the week, be able to articulate the 3 major goals of self-directed learning. So oftentimes when you hear the purpose of adult learning and adult education, it is to teach people, to teach adults, and help them become truly self-directed learners. Because if, as instructors, we can help people do that, then somebody's all set for their life. So those are the objectives for the week. These tie right back into the syllabus. Read chapters 5 and 6. Take a look at the pro model, and then optional learning beyond high school. So all of these are material or are included. PowerPoint presentation. Take a look at that. And then we have the YouTube video, really good YouTube video on andragogy, pedagogy versus andragogy, theory of margin. Great theory, and once again it gets at really somebody's ability to either deal or not to deal really effectively with what's going on, including learning. Another source, there's some information in here, and then we have a couple other things coming up. Oh, I can tell you, this is February 18th. I apologize. Let me correct that as we speak. As much as I try to be as clear as I possibly can with all of my classes, putting the materials in, and I include them in a lot of different spots, but sometimes I forget one. So really, I'll do this as we speak. This is the 18th. Let me hit update so I don't forget that. Okay. So that is correct. The only thing, so that's the view. We have a participation in the discussion question for week number 5 and the exploration project question, which is just the question. It is what is driving your exploration project coming up in the course. And in the next couple of weeks, I'll put out a calendar where you can sign up to present. And one thing that I did want to mention is that nobody will be presenting live. And I'm thinking at this point of doing an optional Zoom meeting, not this week, but next week. It could be February 20th, 21st, or 22nd. Similar format to what we did the first time. Show up, ask questions, and we move on from there. But the question is just that. It could be as simple as what are the conditions that are conducive to adult learning or adult learners learning math. It could be, what are the conditions conducive to adult learning? What, do ADH drugs, are they really effective? On and on and on. Whatever your topic is, I'm really looking for just your question. And I will give you feedback on this. This is one of those assignments. I'm really most interested in you just submitting it. I'll give you comments, including, this is great. I know I've talked to a bunch of you already about your topics, and you probably know what your topic is and what your question is. And I'd like you to participate in the discussion forum. So we have the framework and the overview for week number 5, a summary of the chapters, PowerPoint presentation, electronic reserve articles. And I'll click on those. Here's the pro model and learning beyond high school. And go back out to the week 5 materials. Come back down. We'll get right back where we were. We have week 6, Advanced Organizer, really just giving you a preview of what's coming up in week number 6, what the readings are. And then I included in this section exploration questions from previous classes. So let me just click on that so you can see these are projects that people have submitted. Might give you an idea of really what I'm looking for. How can nurses use critically reflective practice to help with patient education? I've had a lot of nursing students in my classes, this particular class, and that was this person's topic. How does the concept, you can read through these as well as I can read through it, but they'll give you an idea of what is actually involved and what are some of the questions that I am looking for, similar type. So there's the various questions from previous classes. It's not a comprehensive list. It's just a sample of some of the previous used questions in the exploration project. Here's where you submit those. Don't need to go overboard. As you can see, it's due February 18th by the end of the night. If you can't hit this for whatever reason, you're traveling and you just don't think you can do it, please let me know. And then we have the discussion on andragogy. Once again, this is one of my favorite topics in this course, and I think it's so fundamental, and I can tell you why it means something to me. A lot of these topics that are discussed in this course and in this particular chapters or this week material really went into my doctoral dissertation. So that's, I think, why I'm so interested. And I think learning about how adults learn and the specific theories have been really important to me also. And I still use this information all the time. I'm developing a program for adult learners in the state of Maine, natural resource people, as we speak. And a lot of these topics that we'll be discussing and you are discussing this week in the discussion post will be topics I use in the workshop. So that is it. Oh, there's one other thing. I had a question from a student this week concerning in week number 8, and I'm just going to go to week number 8. Okay. In week number 8, we have a discussion forum, and one of the things I will be asking is that you read one of these 4 excerpts from a book. And the question I had to me was, do I need to purchase one of these books? The answer is no. All of these resources, Dodson, Don't Call Us Out of Name, Waist High, on and on and on, Black Elk Speaks, and My Stroke of Insight, all of these are included in the electronic resources. So you do not have to purchase anything. All of these are available. So if you're interested, you can go to the electronic resources that we have in the course, and you can click on that. It's right here, and you will find all of these. So you do not need to purchase anything. So that is it for me. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to yell at me for something doesn't make sense, please let me know. Okay, enjoy the sun today. Bye, everybody.